Brain fog is what keeps you from being creative and motivated and successful. And today I want to teach you exactly how to stop brain fog forever and how to get your motivation, your creativity, and most importantly, your energy back. My name is Jake. I'm a certified nutritionist and a health expert, and I go over all kinds of things from vitamins to healthy lifestyle changes. But today I want to talk about specifically brain fog and how to stop this pervasive, horrible fatigue, and honestly, just total lack of motivation. Now, I am a health expert. I am a scientist at heart. I like to learn about vitamins and nutrition, but my creative side of my brain is a musician. I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm signed to a record label. I'm published with multiple artists. So I really do take my creative endeavors as seriously as my health endeavors. But that's because for me, life is kind of just one thing to do well, right? If we focus really hard on making sure we eat all the right food, but then we never go to the gym, it's kind of like a bit of an imbalance there. And that's kind of how I see a lot of life. This is a quick sidebar. But I love my creative side because it gets this kind of energy flowing in me that I can carry into my business and be creative when it comes to podcasting and clips and social media. All that said, if I have brain fog, I cannot create. I can't do it. If I feel fatigued and just out of motivation, what am I going to create? That's not where true creativity comes from, brain fog and lack of motivation. So what is brain fog? Well, to start with, I think the most easy way to explain brain fog is inflammation, right? A lot of us, I would say almost all of us, deal with pervasive inflammation. So inflammation that is within our body chronically, right? Our guts are inflamed. Our brains are inflamed, right? Where is this coming from? Well, food, diet, lifestyle. I guess food and diet are the same thing. Diet and lifestyle, right? The diet, and this is provable. Again, at heart, I'm a researcher. Provable by science. Omega-3s and omega-6s are kind of on the opposite side of the fatty acid spectrum. Omega-3s reduce inflammation, improve your heart function, improve your blood flow, and help your body to perform better. Where omega-6s do the complete opposite. They increase inflammation in the gut and the brain. They cause your arteries and your heart and your blood to be restricted, and they cause all kinds of problems, right? Now, in nature, there's not a lot of omega-6s, right? If you just eat apples and oranges and beef and chicken and liver and whatever else is natural, you're not going to get too many omega-6s. And in fact, your omega-3 to omega-6 ratio should be about 4-to-1, right? 4 times the omega-3 that we get omega-6s, right? And that's kind of just natural. If you eat fish, if you eat just normal foods, milk, or there's tons of omega-3 in milk. If you just eat normal foods, right, you're going to have a proper, healthy omega ratio, and your body won't be inflamed for the most part, right? However, our diets consist of seed oils. This is provable. This is not pseudoscience. This is proven research that omega-6s cause inflammation. And seed oils like canola oil, vegetable oil, corn oil, soybean oil, all of these oils, palm oil, especially when heated. And this is critical. I'm not fully against seed oils in general. I want to make that clear. In the unheated state, are they chemical? Are they just kind of chemical amalgamations of processed seeds? Yeah, I don't love it. I don't eat them, but I'm not fully against them. It's when you heat them, especially reheat them in a fryer, right? Heat and heat and heat all day. Tons of free radicals and inflammatory omega-6s are generated in that heat. And when you fry French fries in it, then eat them, you eat the omega-6s. And today, even though the omega-3 to 6 ratio is supposed to be 4-to-1, it's actually 6-to-1 on the other side. That's the standard American diet. It should be 4-to-1, 3-to-6. It's actually 6-to-1, 6-to-3. That's a lot of numbers. That's horrible. That's so bad for me to explain that. If you didn't catch what I just said, we're supposed to have 4 times as many omega-3s as we get omega-6s. the standard American diet is actually 6 times as many omega-6s as we get omega-3s. I hope that makes sense. I'll make a graphic for it. I promise. Put it here. But the point is, inflammation is pervasive in your body if you're not getting the proper omega-3 to 6 ratio at a very baseline, which nobody is, myself included. Nobody is. Nobody in America is getting that ratio. If you eat at restaurants, if you eat out, if you go to fast food, I promise you are not getting anywhere close to that ratio. So that means inflammation is in our brain. And that's going to cause neural synapses, the things that communicate, the way your brain communicates. There's going to be a barrier between, instead of being connected, strong neural synapses, there's going to be this, like, my inflammatory blanket barrier, right? Now there's inflammation in between the neurotransmitters, between the neurons, right? So yeah, they're still connected and they can talk. I can speak to you through the inflammational barrier, but there's something there versus pure, unadulterated, just energy and synapse function, brain function, right? So that means if your brain's inflamed, you simply cannot think and be creative and be motivated and be disciplined. It's impossible. There's this layer of inflammation literally stopping you from doing any of the things you want. So how do we stop it? Well, anti-inflammatories. And my number one, the best anti-inflammatory in the world is called CBG. It's from hemp. It's a hemp extract. But it's really special. It's not a pharmaceutical, right? Ibuprofen, Tylenol, they don't work. They're not actually anti-inflammatories. Like, the things that we think of to stop inflammation, especially pharmaceuticals, are not actually anti-inflammatories. They don't actually do the thing we want them to do. Where CBG, and especially if you use it with one other spice, I'll get to it in a second, is the best possible way to relieve inflammation because it goes after the system in your body that controls inflammation. Your brain works in conjunction. It works in a relation. It's one of your brain's colleagues is called the endocannabinoid system. There's this system in your body that is a communication network. It's how your brain and your stomach and your feet communicate to each other. So when you give this system an anti-inflammatory made for this system, it attacks every bit of inflammation in your body and gets rid of it very quickly. Some people report within hours they have chronic, lifelong inflammation, and within hours of their first CBG dose, it's gone. They feel better. I'm one of these people. I had extreme knee reconstructive surgery. I tore my ACL, my MCL, my meniscus fully through. I had to have everything reconstructed, and I can't take pain medication. I'm allergic to codeine, so all of the strong Percocet, Tramadol, whatever, I can't take any of it. I can't take any of it. I'm allergic. So what did I do? I took CBG like 3 times a day, double doses, and I rubbed it all over my knee constantly. It worked. Was there some pain? Yeah, it wasn't, it was a fresh surgery, but it worked. And what's amazing is CBG works for everybody. I've had a money-back guarantee on our USA Medical CBG for so long because it just works. If you call me and say it didn't work, you're taking the wrong dose. It's that simple. Up your dose, it'll work. It's that simple. And USA Medical that does it the best. That's the whole thing. Like, CBG was not a thing before I created it. Like, of course, it was in the plant. Like, of course, CBG, existed, but I was the first person to put it in a bottle with CBD and call it a CBG oil. That was back in 2019, 2020, when we first released CBG. So CBG it's been like a child to me. Like, I feel like I've done a lot of the education online with CBG, and this video is coming a long time. It's coming too late. Like, I should have done this video a long time ago explaining why. But the point is, the why behind CBG is inflammation. It is brain fog. It is chronic pain. It is everything that comes from inflammation. We've had people talk about their glaucoma getting better. We've had people talk, I've had cancer patients take CBG. There's all kinds of anti-cancer research, like published NCBI research. People with obesity that use it to get motivation and energy to lose weight. It helps with metabolism. It literally improves your metabolism because it's it's the system that controls every other system, your endocannabinoid system. And I don't want to I've written hundreds of articles and videos on this topic. If you want, leave me a comment on this video if you have specific things you want to learn about. I'm happy to recap things all the time. That's half of what I do is recap. But the point is, CBG is the greatest anti-inflammatory in the world. It's intoxicating. It's not like THC. You're not going to get high, right? And I think also, by the way, in the world of I'll wrap it up. I see we're at 15. In the world of creativity, people think smoking weed helps them get more creative. What I've found is it's just the CBG. Yeah, there's a little bit of CBG in weed, but it's the removal of inflammation, the removal of brain fog, the removal of this just pervasive demotivational inflammation in our brain. And when you get rid of that, I can sit down with a guitar and write a song. Right? So really, if you want to be more creative or more motivated or more successful, you need CBG because it's the thing that actually goes after the brain fog. It gets rid of brain fog. All of my clients that take it feel better immediately. And by the way, you don't have to be one of my clients to use it. It's just for sale on the website. We have the best organic, vegan, perfect, lab-tested, lab-certified, USDA organic ingredient CBG on the market. No one's doing it like we are. And that's why ours has been here for 5 years. It works. If it didn't work, we wouldn't have been here for 5 years at this point. And I still use it. My dad uses it. My mom uses it. All my friends use it. All of my colleagues use it. Everyone at USA Medical uses it. It works. Simple as that. CBG really, really works. And if you've never tried it before, even if you're I don't know what it can help me with, it works. It works for everybody. It's the best. If you want more motivation, more creativity, more energy, less pain, less brain fog, you need CBG. And I mentioned earlier the best spice to combo it real quick. CBG is a neurotransmitter. So that means if we can have another thing that prolongs neurotransmitter production and lifespan, that would actually improve the CBG, right? That would actually make it last longer in our brain. And turmeric does that. Turmeric is an MAOI, a monoamine oxidase inhibitor, that actually expands, it lengthens how long serotonin and dopamine and GABA and other neurotransmitters are in your brain, how long they function. So it also will lengthen CBG. That means if you want more bang for your buck, get CBG, get turmeric, and then take turmeric an hour after your CBG, maybe 2-3. CBG lasts for about 6 to 12 hours. So take it within the first couple hours, the turmeric. It'll actually make the CBG last longer. So CBG plus turmeric, my two favorite things in the world. I have them on my counter right there. I take them every day. If you are not currently taking CBG and turmeric, go to USA Medical right now. Better yet, shoot me a text. I'll get you a great discount, okay? If you want, if you've never taken it, text me right now. My number, I'll respond, is 814. You listening? 814-403-0835. Text that number. Say, yo, Jake, I heard the podcast on CBG. Can you get me a deal? I will get you a great, it's worth texting me. I'll get you a great discount. And you can try it and experience how awesome it is. Because the moment you try it, I promise you're going to get it. And by the way, it's not a lifelong prescription. CBG, it heals the inflammation. It heals your body. And once you are healed, you can stop taking it. If things happen, if you continue an inflammatory lifestyle, you will need it again. But the point is, it's not it helps you fix your body. And then if you actually fix your body, you actually fix your diet and your exercise and your life. Not to say that you're not, but you know what I mean? If you actually fix everything, you won't need CBG anymore. It's just a tool to get you feeling better, get you to the gym, get you being creative, get you motivated, and get you out of pain. My name is Jake. This has been the USA Medical Podcast. I'll see you next time.